Welcome back. I am Brett Seidl, owner and principal designer of Lewis & Rose Interiors, and we are talking all things paint, specifically gray paint today. We get asked all the time about different shades of grays, and it's a very hard color to nail. So I have 3 of the best gray paint colors that we use all the time that I'm gonna share with you. I'm Brett Seidl, the owner and principal designer of Lewis & Rose Interiors, a residential interior design firm located in booming Frisco, Texas. We are so excited to bring you everything from practical design tips and tricks to fun room reveals to informative interviews and, of course, a whole lot of really beautiful designs. Like, subscribe, and then comment with your thoughts and questions. We love hearing from you and can't wait to share with you some truly fun and inspiring content. So welcome. The first and our favorite and absolutely most used paint color across the board at my design firm is Sherwin Williams Agreeable Gray. You guys, I love this paint color. If you don't know what to paint your house, you don't know if you like whites, beiges, grays, purples, greens, use Sherwin Williams Agreeable Gray. So the reason that we love this color is, yes, it's called a gray, but it has some brown undertones to it. And so it is the perfect, yes, I'm gonna go as far as saying it is the perfect paint color. You put it up on your walls and it feels really warm, but it feels really neutral as well. And so you can still get that fresh, bright, almost white look that's really, really trending, but not make it feel sterile. And if you're in between, like, do we want to do beige? Do we want to do gray? Honestly, don't pick because trends come and go. There's something called full saturation when it comes to color. So when you walk into a paint store and you're like, okay, I want a gallon of Agreeable Gray. So that's just full saturation of the paint. Something that we love to do specifically with this color is actually reducing the saturation. So again, if you're wanting that really, really light and bright look, but maybe you don't want to go pure white, or maybe you don't want to paint all of your baseboards because that can get really expensive and they might be just a little yellowed. You don't want to paint your walls white because it'll make them look even more yellow. So what you want to do is take Agreeable Gray and reduce the saturation. And so you would walk in and say, I want Agreeable Gray at 75% or at 50%. And so it's taking that exact color that we love and it's just lightening it just a bit. So Agreeable Gray at 50% or 75% is such a beautiful color on the walls that just looks really fresh, really white. It's not gonna make your baseboards look really yellow. So if you're going for more of that white look, we highly recommend just reducing the saturation. So Agreeable Gray all day long, any style, any house, that is all-time favorite paint color. The next one that I really love is Sherwin Williams Light French Gray. This is a true gray color. It is just like the name suggests, it is a light gray color. I actually have this painted. All the trim on my exterior is light French gray. It's a really beautiful, soft gray. Something to remember with this one is every now and then it might have a little bit of a blue undertone. I used it on my exterior because I actually liked that it had a little bit of a blue undertone just to give it that little something extra. But it's just a really, really beautiful, light, soft gray. We use this a lot in offices when they want not white, they just want a little bit of color. I actually just put this in an office about 2 weeks ago. So light French gray is a really beautiful tone to go with. All right, the last one is, it's very similar in the name. Before it was light French gray. The next one is actually classic French gray. So it's the darker tone of the light French gray. I love using this one. I'm not really prone to wanting to do accent walls in people's homes because I'm kind of like go big or go home. Just if you like the paint, do it everywhere. But that said, this is a really beautiful, deep, saturated gray if you want to do an accent wall. And in fact, I've used this for accent walls, for bedroom, especially like if you want to do some type of a wainscoting or some of the wood trims that have become popular right now. This is a really beautiful dark gray tone that's not so dark that it really feels black. So if you're kind of you're nervous and you want to go a little bold, but not too bold and not, too black on your color, classic French gray is a beautiful dark gray option to go with. Okay, so those are our firm's top 3 favorite gray colors. And then on top of those, really my favorite is the Agreeable gray. If you don't know what color to go with across the board, go with Sherwin Williams Agreeable gray.